Hi guys, Liz here, aka Isabel Sharon. I am actually doing Coffee with Isa today, back to the sort of real life style. I'm going to alternate between them because like some days I come home and I think, I don't want to record. It's much easier to do it this way. Honestly it is. And this Coffee with Isa is early because it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK and I have plans. Yes, I do. I actually have plans. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous here, and it's really, really getting warm, and I want to be out and about. I don't want to be sat behind a computer recording. You know, I will have it in between times, but, you know, life's for living. That's the way I see it. Not stuck on behind a machine unless you've got nothing better to do and can help it. But when it's a long bank holiday weekend, I really want to be doing stuff, and I've got a few people to see and places to go, and yeah, so I thought I'd do a quick coffee like this. It's an iPhone thing, so it's not the greatest, but it does. And yeah, so my week, put it this way, it's been an interesting week. Yeah, it's the decisions have been made and everything's in place at work and stuff, and that's going through. It's kind of rumbling around the people at the moment because there are people now having to reapply for jobs and stuff. Like I said before, I'm okay. I've slotted, which is a good thing. Or is it? It's hard to know, really. I did actually kind of think to myself, a change might be a good thing, actually. So I might actually be thinking about changing my job. Not sure yet. Depends. It depends because the market at the moment is so I might be looking, but I am contemplating that I'd like to change my job and do something slightly different to be a bit more challenging because I'm really awesome at my job. I know that's quite a thing to say, but I am. I know my job back to front, and I think it's about time I had something else to challenge me. You know. So I'm going to look at moving somewhere else within finance and see where that goes. Maybe get a bit more in-depth stuff. I don't know. Will I give up the union? Never give that up, because one of the things I do is I enjoy looking after people and I enjoy fighting a good cause. And yeah, I just can't stop doing that. Sometimes it's incredibly stressful, as I've said before, but you know what? Sometimes I thrive on stress. Other times I want to beat someone up. Other times I want to cry. Human being, after all. I know, funny about that. I think people forget that we're human beings. We are more than avatars. We are more than people that appear on YouTube. We're actually all human beings with our flaws and our emotions and all that kind of thing, and mine at the current moment in time is I'm thinking about a few changes for myself, work-wise, and we'll see how that goes. I'm so up in the air about it because it's so uncertain at the moment. It's really hard to make decisions. Like I said to you in my last coffee, it's really hard to plan things because the employment market's a bit dodgy as it is, and then of course this age, you know, I'm not a young spring chicken anymore, you know. And for those of you that have asked, I don't know if I've mentioned it, I am 52 years old. Okay, so that's how old I am. So that's why I've got a grandchild. 52. It doesn't really put me in a great market work-wise. I've got a lot of skill. Don't get me wrong, I have got a lot of skill and I've got a lot of background, but still, you know, where employers, I mean, let's face it, we women are just coming into just now. It's been so many years, but we're just now starting to see that women are treated maybe a little bit more fairly. It's still not quite right there. So the whole ages thing is still another battle, being a woman, but an older woman, you know. So that's still kind of a battle in the employment market. You know, some people go, oh no, it's not. Well, let me tell you, it bloody well is. I've got to think about my options and stuff, but that's another thing, and I'll save that for another time when I know what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. But this week has been a really interesting week because I actually went out for the day. I did one of my first health and safety checks. So I do safety checks on people and on workplaces and stuff now. I know it's really kind of like daunting for me because it's so new. A bit like an inspector. Inspector Liz. So I went out on a safety check for people that visit out in the community and things like that. And oh my god, how unsafe is it? I picked up so many things that I kind of knew were a cause for concern, but it's not till you actually go out on these checks and then you assess the situation and you look at it and you go, you don't see what's going to happen there and then. You have to look at it and go, if the situation changed, or if this happened, or if the person reacted this way, how do you deal with it? So it's a bit like foresight. And I foresaw quite a lot of situations which actually bloody shocked me. And I think it shocked my colleague as well that I went out with. It's like, never thought about that. And I went, I know. There you go. You put yourself at risk every single day, and where's your protection? There isn't any. So I'm going to get a few things changed like that. And I think that's what I really love about this health and safety stuff. It's because I can invoke a change. I have that ability to do that now, and it's like, wow, I wish I'd done that ages ago. I see so many situations and I think, hang on a minute, that ain't right. And I've never known what to do, but now I do. It's like, so yeah, I'm back at work this following week because I've got Monday and Tuesday off because bank holiday Monday and then Tuesday off. So, you know, I'll be out in the balcony, I'll be out in the sun, I'll be about the lake because I live by the lake. So I'm going to show you some footage at the end of this video so you get an idea of where I live, and you can see why I really want to be out there because it's so beautiful. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Monday and Tuesday because it's going to be like 28 degrees, and here in the UK that's going to be a scorcher. Maybe you guys overseas where it's hot all the time wouldn't think that that's exceptional, but for us over here it's going to be really warm and glorious. I hope it's not going to rain because often when it gets like that it gets muggy and it wants to rain, and I don't want that. I just want sunshine, bronze bodies. Well, not quite, not from what I see walking about town, let me tell you. So I'll be back at work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm on a health and safety course for a week. Hey, I know you might be thinking she's always on these courses. Yeah, I am. As much learning as I can get is always the motto. I like to learn. I like to do things. I don't like to stagnate. Some people are happy to stagnate every day and go in and do the same old thing every day. I'm not. I guess partly the reason I do union things is because it keeps my mind going. I'm always learning with it. I get free learning. That's the other thing. Free learning, and it's not all just union stuff. I mean, I learn skills, you know, negotiation skills, all that kind of thing, which actually add to your CV something great. So all of this stuff I'm doing is like building up my own CV as well, so that's a really good thing. But again, it's my age. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm in a quandary and I can't think what I want to do. So anyhow, and the reason I was asking about in last week's Coffee with Isa, or this just a few days ago's Coffee with Isa, because Thelma's going to come out. Thelma's going to come out instead, probably on Monday, because I've actually recorded Thelma. So I've changed Thelma to Monday just for this week, and Coffee with Isa for today. Mixing it up a bit because I already pre-prepared that, so I just thought, oh yeah, I'm going to do that just for once. But the reason I asked in my last Coffee with Isa about Coffee with Isa where you want it, whether you want it on this channel or another channel, is because of what I'm doing now. Is the whole I don't want to be a virtual person a lot of the time. I like to chop and change between the virtual person. I've always said that you know, I like to be able to just pick up my iPhone and just start talking when I want to, not set up a scene, not start recording, fix mistakes, do the lighting right and all that kind of thing. Sometimes I just want to just talk, and so and I think the quandary for me was this is kind of a virtual channel and some people don't appreciate my real face popping up. I always say turn away. and that was one of the reasons I asked, because I probably will do a lot more like this, especially in the summer. I'll more than likely do a lot more like this because it's easier for me to do. The setup's so basic. I mean, all I do is just plug myself into my little mic. Well, that's my big mic. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to show you after this video because I can't turn this video around. But I plug into my mic and everything, and it's just plugged into my phone, and it's just so simple. So that's why I asked, because I thought if people don't really want to see a lot of real stuff, do I don't know. I probably am going to concentrate on some more real life stuff on another channel, and I won't be linking it to this channel because there's stuff that I do that no one knows about, and I like to talk about it and stuff, and so I'm not going to put it on this channel, but I will be doing it on another channel. I like to keep busy. Yeah. I also, in case you haven't noticed, I've got opinions, and I have ideas, and I have thoughts, and just like everybody else, I like to talk about them and spark debate and stuff like that. So I guess this channel isn't really for that, because people come here for the fantasy of it, and the fantasy gets changed when you see real life me. But yeah, I am going to do. I started this in January. I mean, I've always done real life videos on here, as you know, but I started embedding it into my Coffee with Isa because I wanted to be a real Liz, because that's who I am. I'm Liz. I'm not really Isabel Shiren. She's my virtual me. Essentially, I am Liz. That's who you meet as Isabel Shiren. That's who you talk to. That's who you listen to. That's who Thelma and Harriet is, and whoever else I decide to be. Do you know, my son thinks I'm going nuts. He said to me the other day, because he heard me doing Harriet, and he said, "What the hell are you doing?" And I said, "You don't want to know." He said, "Are you okay, Mum?" Yeah, I am. He doesn't quite know that I do Harriet and Thelma. And I was on the phone the other day. I talked to Maddie and Rosie. Are we talking real life? Yes, I know, we're real life friends. Amazing that. And I was talking on the phone to Maddie the other day, and I was rambling away as Thelma, because I often put on Thelma's, I just like to talk like this, And my son was, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's your mum's real accent, love." I've been English-defied, but hey, I can't take the Aussie out of the girl. No, you can't. Anyhow, this is a whole lot of nothing because I'm just like in a rambling mood. But I wanted to wish you all a wonderful long weekend for those in the UK, for those all around the world that unfortunately don't have a long weekend. Hope you have a nice short weekend, and I will be sunning myself outside, but at the end of this video I'm going to show you all of that, and anyhow, have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Oh, I've got to switch this on. So that's my mic. Yes, it's a Blue Yeti thingy-me-jiggy. Oh wow, while I'm at it, this is where I live, and see, that's Mason's pile there in the corner. And oh, hang on, I've got to move the whole lot, so I'll show you. Just excuse, because it's a bit of a mess at the minute. And that's my giant size screen. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I might as well just take you round, yeah. Bottles of alcohol that I can't drink. And that's where I sit. And this, oh my God, my plant's gone on. Right, so, but it's a bit of an overcast day today. But yeah, my plant's fallen over. But yeah, that's the lakes, that's where I live. Yeah. There, see you go. Oh God. Oh my God. Right. I probably recorded God knows what. But yeah, that's my mic. So it's easy for me to sit here. When I plug my mic into the computer, it gets a lot of noise from the tower, because I've got quite a strong computer, and it gets a lot of that sort of noise from there. So it's easy to plug it into my iPhone and talk. That's one of the other things. So when I record on the computer, I've got to sort of like get rid of the noise, the background noise. It's kind of a pain in the neck. Not many people, I mean, ideally it's best not to plug these mics into your computers because you're always going to get sort of the noise from the computer in that. So I plug that actually into my iPhone, and it works a lot better for recording. So that's why I say sometimes when I do my Coffee with Isa, it's easier to do it this way. Whereas other things it doesn't matter because I'm not talking that much, but in Coffee with Isa I'm talking for ages. So if you've got a really distorted sound, it's not a good thing. Not really. Even though I do go on forever. Anyhow, right, that was my finger, by the way. Yeah, see, hang on, I'm going to show you. See her? She looks like she's got 3 boobs. I actually don't know what she is. I think she's a rabbit. I bought her some years ago and she was £2.99 and I thought, I'm going to get that. Yes, I am. Yeah, and see that down there? It's not salsa. That is a box set. A box set of DVDs to do, dance exercise to. Do you know what? I bought that about 3 years ago and I said to my friend, oh, it's been delivered and there's 6 CDs. So she said, okay, I'll come round and we'll do it. We'll have some dinner and we'll do it. She turned up with Chinese. We ate the Chinese and we watched the DVDs. And that's about as close as I swear. I might need to sell them, I think. Anyhow, I'm going to finish off with everything else. Okay.
I think I told you not to trust her. She's all about that game. Don't go and fall in love with that girl. She will only cause you pain. Don't think she loves you, she don't mean it. Just look the other way. She's coming at you, you better run before she leaves your heart in vain. She is cold as ice, deep blue sea you can't swim in. Better think twice before you dive into that